Hey guys, welcome to Diamond Map Insights Part 2, Clubhouse. This time we're going to be going over attacking Church and Arsenal. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the ins and outs. Start off, like I said, you always want to bring 2 hard breachers, whether it be Thermite, Hibana Thermite, Maverick, Hibana. I typically bring the Maverick, and I like to spawn construction. So, spawn construction. Now let's put a pause on that, right? Let's go ahead and show you guys what the defense on the inside is going to look like. Alright, so this is blue hatch, the sock goes down into blue. Right? So blue is a really hard choke point. You more than likely want control of it. This hatch is typically going to be reinforced, and if Cade is up and you see him on the enemy team, you can bet that this hatch is going to get gated, along with the kitchen hatch. Now, actually, let me show you what I see people do with the kitchen hatch, right? They'll reinforce it, but I'm going to open it up just so I can show you what people like to do. Or they'll also play pulse here below, too. I honestly, I wouldn't recommend getting kitchen hatch, but if you can get it, it's probably going to be a pretty big deal for you guys. Judging from all the angles that you can get, like I know here, yeah. You can go pretty deep here. Anyways. So what people like to do is they... Right, so they play Cade, and they sit up here, right? Or they have... Right, so they make this hole, they'll probably shotgun it out, Cade shotgun or whatever, but they'll reinforce the hatch and they sit right under the hatch. And you know, Cade, they put an electro claw on the blue hatch over there, and then they hold on to their second one, and they sit here. And the second they hear a thermite charge or anything like that, they stick it onto the hatch, and then when they know that they've got either your pellet or your thermite charge, they'll rip it off, and then wait for you to throw another one on and keep throwing it back in. And this is like probably the best Cade tricking I've ever seen in any map, is where you can just sit here consistently and just put it on and take it off constantly, right? And not just that, Cade also has impacts and nitro. So if he makes this hole with that TCSG shotgun he's got, he can open that up with a shotgun. Let's say you guys stature his electro claw and he can't sit there anymore and keep doing what he was doing. That's a huge plus for you guys. But if he's got impacts and he's got that hole, that's just as effective. He's probably just going to impact trick with him, and he's going to make it extremely hard for you guys to get the hatch. Not to mention that pulse can be here, and you know, nitro you from below. Or if Cade even has a nitro, he might use it to get rid of the charge or try to get a free kill, right?
Bomb has been located.
You might see a mirror on these walls. I've seen many combinations on every single wall where it's either a mirror there or a mirror there, and the middle wall soft, while the left and right are reinforced. And that allows them to watch Moto. Typically something like that, right? And that allows them to watch Moto with the mirror here, and then if they even want, they can use that mirror to peek stairs. They use this mirror for stairs too. Stuff like that. Either they'll reinforce all of this, none of it, or the middle one. So many different combinations for reinforcements there too. This might be reinforced, this might be opened as a rotation. This wall might be reinforced, it might just be soft, or it might even have some holes here in the bottom. And that's because some people play thermite, they smoke off the hall, and then they'll try to open this up, and with these holes, if they have a defender in there, they could probably just go prone and shoot thermite's feet and make sure he doesn't get discharged on the wall. But if it is soft, fully take advantage of it. You can probably open up a hole. I know I do this, especially if I'm playing Ash. Right. that's the wall is somewhere there. Right? And you can just ass charge it from above, run down the stairs, just watch this angle, and just run into sight. Just run in, and you've got some form of control already, as long as you stay in there for longer than 5 seconds. Dirt tunnel. Dirt tunnel's kind of weird. I've seen many different ways people defending it. They'll reinforce these to put bandits on them. I don't think people put bandits on it anymore because you can get an angle onto both of the bandit batteries from this drone hole. If you just go prone and you just look for the angles, you can get them. But now people have been putting a electrical here, and it gets this and this, and it shocks both of them. So I let Thermite and Hibana, whoever is not banned, I make him get blue hatch and I make them get moto. I don't mess with kitchen anymore just because of how frustrating it is if the enemy team knows what they're doing, and if they impact trick or if they sit on top of the bomb with the Kaid electroclaw and they just keep putting it on and taking it off. Kitchen is just extremely hard to get nowadays. So your focus should be blue, moto, and dirt. Now, if I just told you guys that this was electrified because of Kaid or whatever, that's why you bring the Maverick. You cut a hole in here, Kaid is not a counter to Maverick. You can do this all you want. Now the only thing is that you might have to vault in, and if it's electrified you'll probably take some damage. Whatever, but I'd rather take a little bit of damage and have control of dirt than take no damage and not have any control. It's high risk, high reward, I guess you can say, whatever. But you really do want dirt. I see a lot of people play here. Either I've seen a Doc, a Legion, I've seen even Echo and Clash. Clash will just sit here and make sure that you don't try to get in. I recommend Capital, Sophia, flush out this person here. I've just solo entry when there was a Doc watching me here. I made a bunch of holes here with Maverick, like just scattered everywhere, making him guess. But I ultimately opened up a hole here like that. And I once I made the hole open, I rotated to one of these holes, shot a couple shots at him, and then I vaulted in, and he peeked me, and I just killed him, right? Easy. Then I move up here and I start droning. I use both my drones in dirt because of how difficult dirt can be. But if you use both drones properly and you can maneuver the right way, you can definitely get control of dirt by yourself once there's two people there. Now if smoke is in here, that's a huge problem. That's going to waste a lot of your time. You're probably going to need some help, and you're not going to be able to take dirt solo with smoke, especially with a shotgun and the SMG 11. So yeah, that's typically how I see this area played. You might see a person play here. Could be a free kill from that angle and dirt if they're not paying attention and they don't know that you have dirt control. Because sometimes some people will just give it up, and you should fully take advantage of someone playing here, and get the free pick by all means. Just be aware that someone could also play here, maybe an echo here. Someone could be back here. Obviously behind the bars, there or in the corner. There's some obvious places to look at. Behind the bomb here. I've seen some smoke players get extremely greedy right here and just pump action anyone that drops from the hatch. The way that I play it here, I'll go Valkyrie. And right about here, I'll use the Deagle to open up, and just how you see these stripes, there's metal bars actually along those, and I'll put a Valkyrie camera like right dead center right there. If you can see where my laser sight is, open that up with the Deagle, put a Valkyrie camera there. No one ever looks up there because they're too focused here and they're too focused from here, and maybe even a late flank. So I can see probably about like from their hips to their legs, but that's all you really need to know because characters look very different, and you can just tell who they are by their physique. You can even see people all the way over here. You can see their feet when they're here. So very good Valkyrie cam. An echo drone here, Valkyrie cam there would be nice. Echo drone here, Valkyrie cam somewhere
15
there.
seconds.
And then blue, someone expect some blue contention.
10
I like to
seconds
play
left.
blue with my friends. Put an ADS here, have someone play here, and
5
I'll play
seconds.
here with someone with a shotty. I don't care who it is. If L is bent, I'll go Legion shotgun. If Legion and L are bent, I'll go Cab and
Run
I'll
out
just
of
play here.
time.
And no one's gonna push me here. Yeah. Other than that, watch out for roamers. They can waste a lot of time. They'll play strip. Upstairs in master, rotate, maybe even garage if they want to stall out. CCTV. I would definitely just recommend clearing strip right off the rip so that you don't have to worry about it. And yeah, let's move on to how I like to attack it. Well, I've already told you about the dirt tunnel with Maverick. Let's move on to how I would use the heat mono pellets.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
Oh, I chose heat mono just because, like I said in my part 1 video for CCTV,
10 seconds.
thermite is typically banned in range.
5
Good
seconds
reason.
to go.
It makes a huge hole. It's really hard to play around.
Your drone has found a bomb. You've located a bomb. Make your way
Yeah,
to its
with
location
Hibana.
and defuse it.
Like I said, Maverick. If the blue hatch is open or is reinforced and it's kitted up,
Bomb has been located.
stack up on stock. Right? Everyone hold angles here, here, have someone here, and even someone here. Like everyone stack up, holding angles, right? Like crazy. So that if someone dies, you get the refrag, and you guys protect Maverick. Maverick's gonna open this up. You probably do like a line here, right? Do an L, and then once you get to like the finishing of the L, go up a little bit and bring it right back to the corner, and you should be able to open up the hatch like that. Once you get that hatch, move Maverick over to dirt, and let Hibana take care of the moto hatch. Just one set of pellets and moto hatch. And I would say start moving down central stairs, or blue. I would pinch blue and moto. So you can open up moto if you want. If you don't want to, I would recommend saving pellets because I think moto's a little risky if you pop it, and then with a late flank, especially if you're not clearing, because this map can be pretty roamer intensive when they are roaming.
You must recover the diffuser.
Like it's just really rough to get rid of some people. But if you don't have any roamers, and you're pretty much free to run around here, because this is one of those sites where you can have all 5 people on defense just playing the bottom. You get 2 in blue, 1 in dirt, maybe 1 in Arsenal and 1 in bar, or like church, this area. Maybe even 2 people in here, and you should be golden. I mean, you can waste a lot of time like that too, especially with the K tricking and stuff. So yeah, I would use the Hibana pellets, all 3 of them here, right? Especially if this wall's reinforced. And then I do the last one, right there, hop up the blue line. Notice how I put them in very specific spots. Like have Hibana carry the diffuser. I would highly recommend always bringing someone with smokes. Anyone. Doesn't really matter who. Monty would probably be your best bet though, if I'm being completely honest. And I would say that because, you know, have Hibana open up these holes, and have Monty sit here, and have Monty with the diffuser if you have Monty, and I would throw smoke here, or even further down. You know, if this wall is completely closed off like this, go ahead and throw the smoke like over there. And then throw the other smoke like right there, right? And now you come in as Monty and reverse plant it here, and then when you come out, just full shield extend and hold it here. Alright? I have someone maybe in moto hold this angle, and this is why I opened up this one. You can hold it from here too. Always watch out for people under the table. I like to play under the table just because how sneaky you can be with these kills right here. And then if you do open these up, don't just assume that you're safe already to just smoke out and plant, because I've opened up these holes and someone's played here. Always drone it out after you hard breach. Like, so open up the wall, the holes, get a drone, and I would just make it really hard for him to hit. You just ping him like that. You just call out the ping there, call out someone here, call out if this room. You want this room to be completely empty. Watch out for any like melee holes or anything in blue that there may be. Try to get some angles on it. Anything like this, or like I said, sometimes the middle wall will be reinforced. If they're all reinforced, you're pretty much golden to go for the plant. All right. And then have some people pushing blue, and that's why I said Maverick get the blue hatch, clear blue. If the walls are, or if only one of the walls is reinforced, get blue and get blue control, and have your other people push central and plant here. That's basically how you want to do that for church. Just because, like I said, kitchen is a really hard way to attack it nowadays with Kayid, and I don't know. I just feel like it's really different this season compared to others where you used to be able to like get kitchen all the time because it was a priority, and I no longer feel like that's the case. Now, about this guy, even if you ping him, he may sit there because he's got no other way to go, right? If he stands up, boom. You can even have Monty just crawl in here and just ADS on him. I would say just, you know, you made that hole, you got some stuns, put those stuns to use. Okay. And then you can get out and let Monty plant. And you put in the Monty. Right? Also, you do want to get rid of this camera because you don't want them to see what you're doing. So have maybe someone who drops here, moto or whatever, shoot at the cam. Or if you got a buck, you can always open this up, right? Shoot it from above. You definitely want to get the default cams all the time. You want to shut this up if the defenders didn't already, just so you can hear people walking around if they're roaming late. Yeah, and then also like not just from below will people play, but I've seen people make holes up in logistics like that, and they'll just like throw impacts, or it's a cav, and she'll just like injure you, throw an impact, run away to CCTV, and no one's gonna kill her because you don't expect her to be there. Poor droning. I would just avoid kitchen in general. Yeah, I mean, you guys have played the site a couple times already, more than a couple. You should already know who's going to be playing. Maestros, your Bandits, Smoke, Echoes, maybe Mira, maybe Legion, some form of Roamer, Vigil, Cav, Ella, Shoddy, especially Ella, Shoddy, and Blue. I do that constantly. And what I'll do is like I'll put barbed wire there, I'll put an Element there, Element at the top of the door, barricade that door, put barbed wire here, and I'll sit right here, and I'll make like a big shotgun right here, shotgun right here, reinforce this wall, and I'll get myself blue hatch, and I'll ask for a Jaeger and get a Jaeger ADS right here, and a Jaeger ADS here. And I'll just sit here because even if they open up the hatch, I don't care what they throw at me, I'm sitting here. And if they open up that barricade, I'm not gonna peek it because as soon as they open up the barricade, they're gonna be ready for me. I have a shotty. I want to hear them when they're on the barbed wire because then they have no cover, and that's it. Barbed wire there. It's really off-putting. You can just, right? People don't want to challenge that angle, even if they're crawling like this. They don't know that maybe you rotate it over here, or you can get an angle there where you have a lot of cover and they don't. Definitely want to make a rotation here in case things get really hairy. I would reinforce this, but if you don't, there's always that angle you can get. If you're defending, and if you're attacking, I would probably use it too. If you have control, you can watch the ladder like that. Especially if you have cage shoddy. Oh, it's a nasty angle like that. I would even, when this middle wall's reinforced, you can tell because it's just this line down and this line down where the reinforcement ends. Make some melee holes here. People like to plant by the vending machine, which is right there. Free kill, diffuser's on the floor, and now you can start peeking people on moto and contest that diffuser because now it's in your favor. If you play Echo, I can tell you guys some pretty cool Echo drones. You can play some in dirt, obviously. My favorite one though is I'll throw it up there by bouncing it off the ceiling and nudging it between those boxes because you know people like to plant here or somewhere back here, they'll like to plant here, and that echo can get it, right? Not just that, if you open up this, whatever, not that I will be able to show you guys.
Activating drone.
When you stick the echo drone to the ceiling, you can see, like that motor doorway. And that's some really good intel to have on your side, right? Just that up there, because you can see quite some stuff here. Right? Pretty good yokai to use. I've already told you guys about the yokai there. And yeah, if you guys can hold off this wall in defense, it should be fine. But if you're attacking it, you probably don't want this wall closed. Just be aware that if you're going to push central stairs, some people have gotten really wise. And when you reinforce these walls, that little bar, wooden bar, is all as tall as the reinforcement goes. People will open that up, and they'll play someone like Bandit, and they already know the angle. I forget. I think you have to hold like here, and you throw a nitro over, and you can kill whoever is holding here at the bottom of central. It's a really intricate nitro cell, but it's really easy once you start practicing it. And I mean, beyond all that, that's really all you have to watch out for.
Seconds.
Alright guys, so I decided after all to go ahead and show you what some of the spots for gadgets that I told you guys about, like maybe the Echo or the Valkyrie cams and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and show them off and see what you guys think. Just because I feel like this video maybe wasn't as informative as the CCTV one. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys some spots that I use that I know. So hope you guys enjoy. Here it is. This is one spot that I like to put it at sometimes. Oh, what the heck is that? You guys can get a closer look here for yourselves. Right, you can still see people here. See, it gets a spot over there, it gets a spot over here. And I like this one the most because you can see if they wide peek anything or if they're planning here, you can just shoot here, right? And you can see if someone's holding the angle tight there. On the hatchway, next to the hatch here. This is a great spot.